Welcome back. This is the part 2 of the tutorial number 2. We'll continue with automatic peak picking. You can go to Tools, Found Peaks. Okay, let's look at the parameters. So for normalization panel, we recommend to use a TIC, total ion count, for multi-TOF or multi-TOF data. For example, the data collected from rapid flex, ultra flex, extreme, autoflex, we recommend to do a TIC normalization. For other multi systems, sometimes you can try RMS or no normalization. Okay? Since the data is red tested collected with rapid flex instrument, so we choose a TIC here. We can apply to the whole regions. We want found peaks from the whole area. You have the option to select individual regions or select multiple regions for calculation. Okay? But normally people just use the whole detected region for peak picking. Alright. So under here there are 3 options. Normally we use on all individual spectra. This will take a couple minutes, depends on the size of the data, or a couple of seconds. Okay. The mean spectra really speeds up because it only works on one spectra, which is this one, the average spectra of the region you selected. And you can choose maximum peaks per spectra as the first option as well. Okay. Each spectra we choose up to 100 peaks. You can change the value if you want. And compared to the first 2 options, you noticed under the individual spectra, we have additional 1 option here. So this 16 means we use every 16th spectra to do a calculation, then move on to the next 16 spectra. Okay, so this way is kind of speed up your process. And that you can modify this value as well. Depends on the size of your data. Okay. And there's a third option. What's SCiLS spectra? SCiLS spectra is computed from the maximum intensity of the selected M/Z values in all spectra in that region. So for example, you have a very tiny spot. For example, here, only here have a few unique M/Z values. If you're using individual spectra or mean spectra, that peak will wipe out. Because after average with thousands of spectra, the peak's intensity is really low. But if you choose SCiLS, then we use maximum value of individual pixels to draw the ion image, then that peak will show up. So it's a very useful feature, okay? But most useful people commonly use is still the all individual spectra. Okay. So next we can say this is found peaks, all individual test. Okay, then we'll click OK to calculate the pick list automatically. Under the tasks pane, it will show how long it would take to finish the project. Normally it can be a couple minutes or a couple seconds. Okay. We can clear the M/Z workspace here. Since we already saved M/Z list, okay, it shows the task has finished. You can view the pick list under pick list pane, sliding window, and found the found peaks results. You can move the slider to select how many M/Z you want to view. We can save the whole list, 162 intervals, then clicked Save as Pick List. We can say this is 162 peaks. You can then view under File, Pick List and Table, and then you can find the entry we just put it. Okay. We can move the slider to choose, for example, top 23 intervals. You can click this button to create M/Z images for every single M/Z intervals. You can change the number here. Yeah. Okay. So this process takes a couple of seconds. Okay, it's finished. You can click individual ions to visualize ion images. Or we have a very, very nice feature. It's called tile view. Here you can decide how many rows, how many columns you want to show per page. For example, right now is 2 by 2. We will have 7 pages of images. We are at page 3. You can increase the rows and then the column numbers to put in together. Okay, right now there will be 3 pages of images, and you can individually view them. You can also click this button to fit all images in one page. You probably have seen publications of one image shows hundreds of images together. This is generated by tile views. Okay. You can also click the camera button to take a high-resolution screenshot for publications. I think that's all for today. I showed you how to visualize ions in stack and tile views, how to manually find peaks, and how to automatically find peaks, and how to save pick list under M/Z images and under the pick list pane. Thank you for watching. Please open video tutorial 3, data segmentation, to continue.